You gonna love this one, man.
What are you thinking, Glenn? What first impressions? What do you think it's gonna be?
I'm trying to be a disciple that's showing my rivals your love over giving them hatred. I'm trying to be a disciple that's giving revival.
Yo. It's your boy King Changalang. Welcome to the Loud Azz Neighbors podcast. I'm here with my co-host, my boy.
This is JoJo, and to our left we have special guests.
Oh, hi, Antoinette.
Hello, Glenn Sandifer.
Back again. Yeah, you like that one?
I do.
You like that one?
I like
Yeah,
that one.
that's a gospel rap song.
He was talking about the Lord. That was Psalm 6.
Boy, isn't that crazy? People back in the day would have thought trap bass behind lyrics like Christian lyrics like that was Satanists.
That was the devil. I can't.
Like, bro,
He's coming too hard.
He's coming too hard.
I'm telling you, bro, my Sundays have been lit with the music I've been finding, bro. Like these Christian rappers go hard.
They go hard.
They sound like the regular rappers, but it's Christian lyrics.
Leave the drug use.
Yeah.
And the
the old Christian rappers
It
used to
sounds
talk
like-
about their old life.
Yeah.
And
They would. Yeah. It was
These
like,
new
I've been
these new
delivering
ones
on
don't
something
really.
on the
These
internet.
new ones they just have Christian lyrics. They go in. They talking about how they love Jesus, how Jesus got their back. They'll put some little Bible verses up in there, but I'm telling you, it's smacking.
Now, I will let you know.
Well, you let me know.
Because I'm old. I never liked Christian rap.
Why?
Because if I want to hear rap, I want to hear rap.
Rap. I know.
So I want my.
You're saying a Christian rapper can't come from the mud. He can't come from a trapping background to have trap bass.
How you gaslighting me? I didn't say that. What I said was,
Yikes.
I did not like Christian rap.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me now that they're coming in and they're talking about I love the Lord and going into scriptures, you send me the link and I'll promote it. I might have that as my intro music.
What was the name of that one? What was the name of that one, JoJo?
The name of that song was Closer. Hovey? I don't even know how to pronounce his name. How you gonna tell me to pronounce it? He don't want to send me the song.
Yeah, I think it's Hovey.
Hovey.
That wasn't Lil
Featured
Baby,
Tory
the baby?
Deshaun. Nope.
Tommy Baby.
It looks like a white guy from what I'm looking at.
I know, right?
Oh, so it's a Connor Price.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Oh.
They come in black and white. We got some Christian hip hop artists in Nashville.
We do? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I can throw you some. I can throw you some.
I haven't been there.
I can throw you some.
I
and-
just like
No,
my
yeah,
old
I know.
worshipy.
I know.
Just we fall on the sword, we fall on our face, and then God gives us a blessing. That's what I
Oh
like.
no. I like that too. But then, like I said, sometimes I want to feel that turn up. So I'm like, ooh, you know what? Elevate playlist on Apple Music.
And let me tell you why you're gonna win, because I got my kids in the car, and so my kids, I've been making them listen to Luther and Whitney Houston and all of that, because when I start taking them to 96, 97, my playlist gets a little ratchet and a little trappy and a little druggy. So I have to make sure. So if it's something that is promoting the gospel, I'll definitely play it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You gotta appreciate, like, at least, like, if it's not gospel, just good Christian music altogether. Because if you ever been like one of those churches that make you pull out the book and you gotta sing the hymn,
The hymnals?
Oh yeah, no, that is.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, that's rough.
The hymnals was hard.
It's rough.
You don't know nobody. Like, I know they know. They've been singing this for a long time. But
Yeah.
I don't know this song. So when they say go to page 37 and it's
Yeah, but that's the fact. Like, it's almost like the fastest way to figure out who one of us and who not one of us. 'Cause if you one of us, you gonna be on beat every time.
you gonna know this. You gonna know these lyrics. You gonna know this, the notes. You
Now,
gonna
see,
know it all.
I don't take the. Okay, see, there you go. I don't take the legalistic Christian. I don't go there. We're not gonna do a hymnal. If you make me pull out a hymnal at your church,
Boy,
it better be somebody's funeral that I love.
if you could please grab the book in front of you on the pew
no,
and
I
go to
gotta go.
page.
That's why I like Zeal though, because there's a screen and I can read it and and act like I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
That's
But then
why.
You're right.
with that.
You're right.
No, the screen is good though.
It is. It's helpful. It's very helpful.
You can't tell if I'm looking at you or the screen. I'm going all in.
Yeah, you're right.
Most people at our church are looking at the screen.
Yeah.
It's like they're not even pretending. They don't know the words.
Oh yeah, I definitely look at the screen now.
Unless it's a
I don't know
Chandler, I
nothing.
call him Chandler the rapper. Unless it's a
Channel the
Chandler,
rapper.
unless it's Chandler's verse, unless it's Elevation, they know all those songs.
Boy, everybody know Elevation songs.
songs. They're the
Ever
hard
since I
songs.
went to see, I don't think Nashville was even on Elevation like that before I went to North Carolina. But when I moved back here, it's like elevation is spreaded everywhere, and that's all I hear when I go to church is elevation songs.
Yeah.
And there was one song. Oh my gosh, I forgot how it went. There was one song. I swear to God,
Sing it.
every church. I don't.
I haven't seen it.
Please don't put that back.
Yeah,
in
don't
my
put
head.
him on the spot like that. Don't do that.
Shoot, I'm telling you, it's gonna. Nah, it's not gonna. It's not that one. I'm glad it's not popping in my head.
He won't without elevation. That's Corny Canes.
But nah, like I went to where did I go? The church over there by the Titans practice stadium.
It's a lot of churches.
Oh, Crosspoint.
The real nice one.
Crosspoint's not nice.
I will no. This one, no, I ain't saying that. Whoa, stop, no shade. I ain't
Isn't that
saying
church
that.
in like a factory or something?
It's not in a factory. It's an old warehouse building that's been repurposed for the glory of God.
Yeah.
That's
right.
They got a tax incentive
Yeah,
to come back down there. The mayor's office said, I need y'all here. And they got that.
Is that in flood territory or something like that?
It is in a flood territory. And
Okay.
that's why they have the big sign up. Because in case that area flood, you know, we still got Crosspoint.
The
Yeah.
Belonging Company.
Oh, I've heard
Belonging
of that.
Company.
The Belonging
Yeah,
Company.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah, them. So I get there and I'm like, okay, this is really a really white church. Like, like I'm like, okay, like they songs is not what I'm used to.
Oh, with the guitars and stuff.
Well, no. They putting on the show, but it's like, bro, I swear to God, it's like Righteous Gemstones. It's like they out there jamming. They out there jamming.
Yeah.
But it sounded like elevation music. So I'm like, dang, did they create this?
They did.
I'm like, this is fire. And then you find out that the pastor is
A rich man.
he's a producer.
Oh.
He's a Christian producer.
He's also rich,
He
most
said the
likely.
righteous,
Yeah.
so I
He's
was thinking
also
off the
rich,
show
most-
right
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
That's what's in my head. He pulled up in a
Righteous and
plane.
But then it's like, him and his wife are both like Australian, so it's like okay. So it's like okay, all right.
Okay,
well,
okay.
you know, y'all preaching the word, but I don't think I can really relate to y'all.
Yes, you can. The word
Like,
is the word.
oh, the word is the word, but when you
The word is the word.
But when you telling me that I shouldn't bless my McDonald's,
Why shouldn't you?
Why shouldn't you?
that's what I was like.
Luke, where's
That's
that at?
That's what I was like. That same reaction you got on your face.
I'm gonna bless
That's-
anything that's been cooked by a stranger.
Thank you. Right, bro. I was sitting there and I was
we
like,
still pray? It was like, Lord, thank you for the food we're
bless
about to
the
receive.
hands that made like,
this for the nourishment of our bodies, for your
Bruh.
work and purpose.
Yeah.
Amen.
They
When do
didn't
you do
believe
that?
that.
Do you do that after the appetizer or right before the appetizer
No,
comes?
this happens before the first lemonade comes.
Yeah, bet.
they didn't believe it.
You gotta put the hands up and you gotta bow. That's how you do it. Hallelujah. I didn't know this was a church podcast. Amen. Hey. Yes, God.
Nah. I always thought it was interesting.
It is. It's interesting.
Yeah,
We what's the name of the group for Chandler the Rapper? Maverick City. So we became
I like Maverick
acquainted
City.
with Maverick City when my daughter was born because midnight feedings are real.
Okay, yeah.
And we would just let YouTube play. And so that's where Maverick City would come in. And then we were like, oh my God, what is this new gospel? And it kind of reignited kind of the passion for it and introduced us to more of the elevation style.
Okay.
So I really like everything that they're doing.
Yeah, I just hope everybody at
I like
home.
Maverick City.
Yeah, I like them too.
I like them.
But I hope everybody at home is elevating themselves. Is that what they call elevations? They're called.
That's not a church.
It's a church.
Oh, it's a church. It's a church.
Yeah.
I thought y'all talking about like.
No,
I thought y'all talking about a group for a second.
That's how big the church.
That's how big the church is. They have their own record. They have their own record contract, and then
Bro.
they release artists and they release specials. So Maverick City is the same thing, but Maverick City is no longer a church. It's just a group. Of
Okay.
people. It's a conglomerate of artists. They couldn't get. I'm a wrestling fan, so I'm a nerd. Red flag. But they couldn't get over as individual artists. So they put them in a super group and they said, let's go out and let's just promote the gospel and create a style that's not gospel music, contemporary Christian rock. It mixes everything and it attracts the largest audience.
Yep. You gotta make things new. Like
That's
it-
man, that's
like
that's
I
a
don't-
smart business move. I ain't.
Yeah.
I don't
Boy.
mind traditional Christian gospel. I don't
Yeah.
mind it. I like it. I like it even better when you put on the show. But I do want to listen to some clean music. But I want to turn up. So Maverick City, I could turn into some Maverick City, just like I could turn to a lot of Christian rappers and some other new gospel music that I've been listening to. Like I said, if y'all got Apple Music, the Elevate playlist, fire.
Signed off by King himself. Signed off by King himself.
I tell you, it ain't just the young people because Kirk Franklin loved the Maverick City. Because when Kirk Franklin came out, the church said that is not of God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now when you look at his 30-year progression, he is now kind of the godfather of what gospel is, and he has kind of said and blessed, like, these are the new Christian music leaders. And like when you see, if you see a video,
like he's saying them a song.
But I'm just saying, that's what he's done. He's aligned
bow down on one knee and
he's aligned himself with all of the top Christian, gospel, contemporary Christian artists. Doubt. He's blessed them, and we call that giving the rub. He gave them the rub, and now they're just out blossoming. And he gets to show up at an event, show up at a concert.
That's what's up, man.
And it'll be much better than, just going to a regular Kirk.
But then the kids are going to be like, well, somebody explain that to me in layman terms. Well, Kirk Franklin is basically the Birdman of Christian music.
He is. No, but Kirk can play at least instruments. The rub on Kirk Franklin was that he can't sing. He still can't sing.
Yeah,
After
no
30
doubt.
years, you can't sing.
No doubt.
You've been around singers, but he doesn't have to because he's the producer, the arranger, and the writer of all the songs.
DJ Khaled. He's the DJ Khaled. He's
the
DJ Khaled.
No, he's not the DJ Khaled because he's singing in these songs that he's helping
DJ
produce.
Khaled just says DJ Khaled.
That's it. He just gives his tag.
How did he say it?
Another one.
Another one. Exactly.
Kirk Franklin just repeating what the choir say.
Kirk Franklin gets
He
on
Kanye.
that.
He Kanye.
Oh, no.
That's
Kanye.
Okay, Kanye.
Yes, that's
Kirk Franklin is Kanye.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get a chance to see this Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams interview?
Why are you asking me?
Yes, that was hilarious.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What do you think about it?
Why are you looking at me?
No, Antoinette, I want to know what you think about it too, because you seen.
We talked about this on the last podcast, right?
Did we?
Yeah.
All right, never mind then. Skip that question.
Okay.
Get some questions out. What your
Skip that question.
You great. You know what? How about we get into our guest for a little bit?
True.
Antoinette.
True. So true.
I feel like the hot spot for a minute. Both of y'all looked at me.
He was about to go same episode, different people.
What's today's date?
No more. Give me a red cup. No more red cup. Take the red cup away.
Nah. One more.
All right, Antoinette, go ahead and let the people know who you are, where you come from.
Hi, I'm Antoinette. I come from Florida. I've been in Nashville, I want to say, 9 years. I met AJ my second year living here. We became roommates with the Brummies, all of them, all that. I just fell in love with the people and the city life where I come from. It's like a small hometown. People, marry the same people and stuff like that. It's like a typical 80s shitty movie. So I'm just like, I wanted adventure, wanted to find myself more and not do what people told me to do. And yeah.
Now you're married the same people. Like
No. Like in high school, you marry your high school sweetheart and stuff like that. You get pregnant by 17. Am I the only one that knows stuff like that?
No. It happens here. It just happens in the country.
Yeah,
it happens in the country.
I'm from Florida. It's like not
Which
southern.
part of Florida?
I'm from Ormond Beach.
There's a lot of stuff happening in Florida.
Yeah, I'm from
I don't
Ormond.
know. I know the area. I know it is near just because I know you.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly.
It's really clean. It's not a lot of rednecks. There's a few, but we're not where I'm from. When I see these people post memes about Florida, I'm like, that's not where I'm from. Like, they're pretty clean and stuff. Nice cars and all that. Old money.
Yeah, I feel like the kind of crazy Floridians, you got to go further south. I feel like the further south you get, the crazier.
Yeah.
Huh?
Panhandle.
The Panhandle too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He got stories for that.
I have stories.
All right. Well, you said you've been in Nashville for 9 years.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite memories here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I know it's like a little cheesy, but honestly, the service industry. I learned a lot about myself, and I got so many good connections with people, and that was so wholesome for me. I didn't have that in Florida. I thought I did, but when I came here and I started the bottle service, serving, bartending, all that, etc., I was just so happy. Like, I am happy now, but I felt a big growth for myself for that, and that was a big moment for me.
What was it like stepping into that service industry world?
It was different from Florida. We're not used to the fast, like whatever and all of that. I was really nervous at first because like I just saw how it was, and like they basically threw me out there.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, it was just like it was like a routine for me at that point. Like I knew the same faces. I could make drinks with my eyes closed, like all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joy, you got anything for her?
Anything?
What was your favorite memory from living with Brummies and AJ?
Oh God, I think we talked about this other night at Tin Roof, but okay, AJ specifically, we have different memories. We would wear.
I would hope so.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Trevor, Jacob, all of them. But me and AJ, we clicked a little more. Our personalities were just more wild. Like we didn't care,
Yeah.
But me and AJ, like we would wear onesies, play video games.
Yeah.
We'd go get drunk at like really shitty bars and just like. I don't know. And then I told him the other night, I had the Nashville women's group.
Mm-hmm.
I threw a Halloween party for women that really didn't have anything to do.
Nice.
And they were all like, hound dogs. When do they come? What do they look like? And I'm like, I told them, stay upstairs in your rooms. Like I'm their mom or something.
Yeah.
And then eventually got dark and stuff. And they just came out in like full, Barney where they wear the head and stuff. Think about but animals.
Mm-hmm.
They all came out in animal outfits and just.
Y'all were the furries?
Like literally, like I saw, I think an elephant. I don't know what I saw.
Wait,
Jacob was the elephant.
Yeah.
Jacob was the elephant.
Yeah.
I want to say Trevor might have been a giraffe.
I don't know.
Not a
but
giraffe.
it was just wild because like I explained this to like 25 women I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these are my roommates.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just like they put on the lights in the living room and we're just partying. And I'm like, okay. And then we ended up like we did a separate thing. Those girls whatever. And then it just went into that.
Y'all know how I was back then.
That's
Y'all know
hilarious.
Back then.
Y'all know I was
Yeah.
a flirt.
Back then.
Yeah.
I saw them women coming in. I said,
Let me put on this elephant head.
I was like, what y'all ladies need anything? Anything y'all need, just come let me know. Y'all need some drinks? We can make y'all some drinks.
Tell us more about this. You say you're part of a women's group and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm actually a part of several. There's like 2 Nashville women's groups.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure y'all heard Are We Dating the Same Guy?
The what?
It's called Are We Dating the Same Guy? It's basically
Yeah,
you guys are looking at me like, ooh, like a deer with the red headlights.
No, because
hold on.
That sounds like
I've heard about it.
I'm
but
more
this sounds
confused.
awful. This sounds awful. That's why my whole thing.
I mean, I feel like we shouldn't. Like this is mainly for girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope we don't know anything about.
Well,
this.
it's crazy because a lot of guys do know about it.
What?
because-
See? No. Remember, we did one episode where I told y'all, I was like, there's a group where these girls are all talking about niggas around the town.
I did not know that.
Men
Oh
can
yeah,
get
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Well, essentially, it's women that post, especially from Hinge and Bumble.
Mm-hmm.
That's it most of the time. They post a picture and they'll say stuff like, does anyone know him? Or there's girls that post really bad experiences. And honestly, most of it is stupid. I agree. I do it for amusement. I look for amusement.
Oh, no. Some
But
of
there's
that, some of that shit is alarming.
I
Some of that
swear,
shit is alarming.
where there's some guys I see out at Tin Roof Broadway, and these guys got crazy records, man.
Yeah.
They rape girls, they're drunk driving, and it's like stuff you'll see 2 days ago. Like a girl will be like, do you know anyone? And then they'll look up his mugshot, and he was arrested 2 days ago for raping a girl.
Smokes.
and the females still fuck with them. It blows my mind.
It's honestly, it's a win and lose situation. I do think most of it's stupid. I read comments, I'm like, Jesus. Pastor, don't do that, man. We just started. Well, I'm calling him that. I'm calling him that. Don't do it. We just started. But it's like a hit, whatever. But I really don't go on Facebook anymore. I do creep occasionally for stuff like that because it is like, holy shit. It's like the news for me.
Yeah.
I find out like guys are good or guys are shitty that way.
Yeah.
So the first group you mentioned was this awful group. This is an awful experience.
The Nashville Women's Group?
Yeah.
No, the one I was just talking about is Are We Dating the Same Guy?
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. Are we dating the same
Dating
guy?
the same guy.
Yeah.
But there are
What's
other
the-
good groups?
Yeah, what's the other
Yeah,
group?
the Nashville Women's Group's awesome.
Okay.
We,
Woo, woo.
for an example, there's people like me, I do a lot of events. I call venues and stuff, and I'll do stuff for like charcuterie boards, like wine nights for people to socialize, network.
Hell yeah.
And we do like fun games. Just girls need to go out and talk. Like there's like a day I did stuff because like for narcissists, like I did like a whole group for girls because some girls don't have anyone to talk to, can't afford therapy.
Yeah.
So I did like a whole table. Like you can pick who you vibe with and then talk and stuff. You know, it's not all negative in that group. Are we dating the same guy is probably what you're more so thinking.
That is
Hell
exactly
yeah, that's
what
awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It just blow my mind because I be like, bro, I'm telling you, when I got a hint of this, the first time I heard about it,
I never heard
couldn't
about
get
this.
to it. But the second time I was shown it, and I was like, oh my God.
You were shown.
Prank.
I was shown it.
I just-
Somebody had put it on. Had somebody put it up on their phone, and they were showing me
Yeah.
the thread, and I was like looking. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
If it
boy.
makes y'all feel better, y'all are not on it, and I don't think you have been on it.
That was the first thought that came into my. I was like, have I done anything
used
crazy
I used
in my
to be
life
I
to
used
even
to be
end up
afraid
on
about
that?
But when I first heard about it, I got my act right.
I got my act right. That humbled you. You're like, nope.
I got my act right.
Not the whole Tennessee.
Boy,
I got
no.
my act right 'cause I was not gonna be out here
So
looking
hold on,
I
like
was like,
that.
what
Is
if?
it
I was like,
just-
what if you just like? What if a girl was like, maybe like she was more into you, and you're like, nah, I'm not fucking with you no more, and then she
You
just
might be on
she-
this group.
exactly for like reasons that you
wait.
shouldn't be on there, like just because she didn't fuck
no.
with you or something like
The
that.
thing is, there, like I said, there's stuff where girls get called out in their shit too.
Yeah, okay,
they'll
okay,
post stuff
okay.
like that. He didn't text me after our second date. There are girls that are like,
Okay.
"Hey, girl, it's a second date."
So
Like
those are the moderators.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
no,
I like that term. Yeah.
No, they're not moderators.
They're not. They're
Okay.
not.
Oh.
Like I even said something recently. Like this girl was just like, yeah, he said he loved me and stuff so quickly and everything, and now I'm just starting to get the ick. Is this normal? And I made a comment. I was like, you known each other for 2 weeks. What'd you expect?
Yeah.
What did you say? Like,
It's
what
like
did you
a
expect?
it's like
Yeah.
a feeling when you.
Yeah, and then it dies off because you got the spark out. Like
Mm-hmm.
you didn't get to learn the person, so it's like, okay, on to the next.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But men could never live by that rule.
Can't live
There
by
is
that.
a guy.
We
there
could
is a
never
guy
claim that.
version.
Yeah.
There's a guy
nah.
version.
There
of
is a
what?
guy version.
Oh no!
Yeah.
There probably is, but them some bitches. Like they
I've seen
some,
it, and it's all older women. It's not girls in our age group. It's like 50-year-old women.
Them
like,
them dudes. They really ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah,
And
for
any
real.
guys that got a male group
Yeah.
that's chatting about some women
Females.
around town.
yeah.
Certified. I don't even like calling people that, but y'all certified bitches for doing that type of shit.
Most guys are private. They really not gonna tell a
Yeah.
lot of
What
people
is
who
happening?
they messing with.
I don't
His
know.
mind's.
You don't know what's going on?
I don't, praise the Lord.
Yeah. No, she's saying this like the same group that there is for
It's a
females.
bunch of
There's guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now we're talking about my
Yes.
content. Those are guys,
Yeah.
or males
Yeah.
that are in the
Male
comments.
species.
Yes,
And I don't
okay.
like calling people that, but y'all certified bitches for getting in the group
Yeah.
just to talk about females. That don't make sense.
Don't make sense.
Do they post the picture and say this
Yep.
is the?
Yep.
But what's the bitch about?
She ain't call me back.
Yeah.
Ew.
Nah,
Join
probably-
the join the
Nah,
group.
nah, nah.
Join the group.
Nah. I would say,
What?
I would say, even
Certified bees.
This is my opinionated belief. I feel like on the women version, they probably
It's more for-
they probably over exaggerate, but on the men's one, they lie like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Men be lying like a motherfucker.
Oh,
Men will say she's a slut. She's a slut. She's a fucking slut. She ain't slept with so many guys. And
But
she ain't
why?
slept
Well,
with
why
no
would
many guys.
why would they do such a thing? King?
Because some men,
'Cause they
I don't know
bitches.
what's in the water, but men's these days, they're worse than women. They're bitches. You said it yourself. Men these
I said
days.
that group. I didn't say all of
Well,
them.
I just had to twist it. I had to
I'll
twist
say
it.
Don't be
But-
twisting. They don't be
okay.
twisting my words.
This
Go
is
ahead,
why
go
a
ahead.
female's
I'll say
here.
Kings.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. What is it, Pastor?
Why she keep calling
It's
me
not.
that? I mean, if you're speaking over my life, then okay. The abundance will come. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
No, but we talk about it. So, no, I have not heard about this,
Isn't that crazy though? To think that there's God.
but it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I heard it, it was first a shock value, but it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense because women specifically are struggling with relationships and then struggling to wonder, am I dating a guy who's really invested? So it makes sense for women to start a group to help empower one another to talk about, are we dating the same guy? So that makes sense.
Exactly.
I don't think men, more specifically for me guys, males or guys, are on here talking about the women that they can't get the relationship outcome they want.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. I don't have a problem with it. Actually, it's fine. Y'all go ahead and talk about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and just beat the weeds. Beat them out.
And then you make sure you click and subscribe too.
Hey, but why do you think, what would even push guys? Because, like, personally, if I've ever been hurt by, like, females, like, I've lived with King, I've lived with one of my homies, Stretch. Shout out to Stretch.
I forgot about him.
Yeah. But, like, whenever we talked about females, yeah, we bitch like everybody else about our experience with them, but we never, like, nah, we need to talk more about her. Like, we need to
fuck up her life.
What is that voice? Is that the smoker's voice?
I don't know what that was.
That's group chat voice.
Yeah.
That's group chat voice.
I feel like there's so much anger and animosity in those group chats. It's like, bro, there's so many. Because I guess there's more girls, and there's more girls in this world than males in this world.
It's
so,
facts.
Yeah, so
Facts.
like, I'm like, it's easy to say, bro, there's so many more you could choose from. But I guess from a female standpoint, it's like, you can't really. You could say that, but it's a little bit tougher.
It's a limited market.
Yeah, it is.
Females,
Especially in Nashville.
they're all attracted to the same 20% of men.
Well,
Why would you say only in Nashville?
No, I didn't
Go
say
ahead.
only Nashville.
No,
I
she
said
said especially in
Nashville.
Go ahead, speak your piece. What,
Yeah,
what do you see in Nashville?
Yeah, what do you see?
Whoa, attacking.
I think we were actually supporting and encouraging.
Okay,
We said,
okay.
"Go off, queen."
All I'm saying is, like, go to Broadway in the summer on a Friday night. I'm not talking about Broadway. I'm just talking about the people. You're gonna see more female than male. Period. Nashville specifically. No, I'm sorry. Especially, it's so much women it's the same guys. It's like.
That's what it
It's the
is.
same
Because
guys.
That's what it
the
is.
guys are more so locals. This is a bachelorette city.
Yeah.
It's been a bachelorette city for
Yeah.
like 15 years.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So do we want to come off of Broadway and talk about the Gulch? The Gulch would be...
The Gulch is the same. I know the same guys in the Gulch.
You know the same guys in the Gulch?
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry for y'all for that.
Yeah, like I could name, like, honestly, my ex, he's in Franklin. It's the same people in Franklin. They're worse than downtown. They go to the same bars and the 3 same bars all the time.
Heck yeah.
but that's people. That's
Yeah.
that's I can
People
tell you
love-
everybody
yeah.
who goes to Tin Roof. I can
Yeah.
tell you everybody who goes to Barstool.
Yeah.
I can tell you everybody who goes to Dream.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just saying the
once-
options
once
are
you-
very minimum
yeah.
for females.
True.
Minimal for
No,
females?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because this is Nashville.
Yeah.
Nashville has a lot of different scenes.
Yeah.
So it's really just based on the guy that you're looking for. Like, are you
Yeah.
looking for a Broadway guy? Are you looking for a Gulch guy?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a
Okay.
Midtown
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Tell us your ideal guy.
Oh God, man.
Come on.
Okay. Okay. I actually.
I don't know.
No,
Hold on, I think-
I swear. Okay, so when the new year came across, I did make a list, especially for myself.
Oh, do you have the list?
No, I don't.
Oh.
A
But
list?
I made a list,
They all
a
make
mental list, like for me and my love life. And for my love life, after my experiences, I want someone very patient. I want someone who's who could adapt, because that's very important to me. I'm a very outgoing person, but I'm introverted at the same time. So I need someone that's willing to go hard with me. If I have guy friends, don't be weird about it, because I get that a lot. I don't know why. I don't like insecurity like that. I don't do it to you. You don't do it to me. But I like guys are down to stay home for 5 days, eat pizza, do whatever. I know that's like simple, but like I love that. That's really big for me, and I haven't had that. I've had always conflicts with that.
Where do you meet these guys?
I haven't been dating a lot of people recently. I've actually only been with 2 people the last 2 years, but the most recent guy I met from Hinge. It got quiet.
It did. You said Hinge. So that's the dating app.
Yeah,
right?
the dating app.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
the dating app.
What's wrong with dating apps? What's wrong with you and dating apps?
No. Well, come on now. We all know about dating apps.
They're horrible.
But
I'll own it.
are you also asking what or where is her dating pool? Like, are you also asking
No,
what's her dating pool?
the question that I asked for you was, where are you meeting these guys that you're getting the insecurities, you're getting the really high level, the bad dating outcome?
Yeah. Like I said, the most recent one was from Hinge, but the other guy I met through my friends. And I was really excited because I met him organically.
Yeah.
Like, we were all,
Yeah.
like, trying to network and stuff, and it just happened. After we met, we just clicked, and it was, like, awesome. But both guys, the Hinge guy and the organic guy, for some reason, it's, like, awesome for, like, a month, and then it's like, oh, that guy said hi to you for, like, 10 minutes. What the heck is that? And I'm like, what? And then it starts to build up more and more and more, and it's like I have a nagging mom on my shoulder or some shit, you know?
Oh, so you're attracting guys that are insecure with your relationships that you have with other guys.
I think
Friendships with other guys.
Yeah.
Friendships and networking relationships
I
with
think
other guys.
it's a little deeper than that. I think they're insecure, not just
No,
about
that's what you
that.
said. That's what. That's,
Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, unless meeting them, we wouldn't know. I feel like any guy in that situation, if you do know a lot of like guy people, might
But she's
be.
in the hospitality industry.
Not anymore, but
There you go.
But the thing is, about the insecure, I think it's a little more than that because I didn't get to say a lot about it. But like, for example, like they don't like when you're out late. They don't like when you don't tell them where they're at. You know, like it's more than that. That's why I think they're insecure more than who I'm around. They're insecure, if that makes sense.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
Because just flip it. You if you flip the sex, you would say that the woman is being insecure. But I mean, it's also that they just also don't understand the service industry. You're probably gonna have to date somebody in the service industry.
But you're not in the service industry.
No, but
you do
I just
events.
know people
You do the
still.
event space.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so in the event space, you would probably work from 6 to 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. That would be your work window because you're doing events. So you would need someone who understands that or is also in that life versus someone who works a sales job.
Yeah.
Or works a coordinator
Yeah,
job.
yeah. And especially like in the service industry, you have to be social. You have that's how you make your money. No
That's how
one
you
wants a
make-
bitch. No
you
one
make-
wants
you
like,
make
oh,
your
my
money on
boyfriend said
tips.
no.
Yes.
Like, and a lot of people don't understand that. They think like, oh, like you know, when I go to Tin Roof, I know the bartenders and stuff. Yeah, because they came see me and I come see them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it works. It's not anything more than that. You know.
But when you meet a guy, and let's say you guys meet up at Tin Roof, and you know all the guys at Tin Roof, he's going to be like, what's going on here? Why she know every guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
room.
yeah, that's exactly what happened with my ex all the time. I couldn't go to a lot of bars because I knew people, and he would make a whole scene with me. He'd like whisper in my ear, like, "You better stop. Like, we gotta go. I'm done with this shit." I'm like, "What? I'm having a conversation with other people, not just you, man. What? I go home with you at the end of the night. Why are you acting like that?"
Because you were talking to other guys and mentioning other guys during your time together out.
Is that
I
a good?
like it.
So,
I don't like it.
so, as a man, how do you think he should react differently?
What type of man?
I don't know.
Because it's
So like
it's situational. I feel.
Yeah, I guess. So if you feel, I guess in your opinion, I just want to hear from your opinion. What type of guy would display that type of behavior?
A male or a guy.
Or below?
A male or a guy. A city boy's not going to respond to that because he can't show weakness. Can't show weakness. The city boy can't show weakness with any version of a...
City boy is the same as a fuck boy?
Yeah.
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 Same thing. I stopped saying the...
Yeah, I understand.
And you see how I
I like
spelled
that.
it in the book?
No, you know
I
what?
I spelled it different in the book.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
go
yeah.
to the churches
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about relationships.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that better though. Like
What do you like better?
city boy versus fuck boy.
No, the city boy is... It's
a
good
term,
because it
yeah.
matches the city girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure y'all talking to Mike because I can't hear y'all.
You can't hear me.
What you mean you
I
can't?
can
I'm
hear
loud
Antoinette,
as
but you be-
hell
you
with
be
or without the
turning
mic.
You be turning your head.
Well, I'm trying to address
He likes
the
making
person.
eye contact.
Oh
when
my
he talks.
God! I'm just like,
Just gotta like lean. You just gotta like.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Yeah.
just gotta rock the mic.
Now the people gonna comment. I don't like the way he leaned his shoulder. All right, so
yeah,
let
yeah.
me repeat for the audience. People don't know there are 6 types of men,
Yeah.
and the men that qualify for relationship are 3 types. They are modern, traditional, and high value. The rest of the men that y'all are dating, ladies, they are males, y'all favorite, city boys, y'all second favorite, guys, and little boys. The boys don't qualify for a relationship because they're too immature. They like toys. They play video games. They play basketball. They like the Jordan release. They just can't.
AJ, is that you?
No, that's not AJ.
AJ release
No. That's not AJ.
basketball.
Now, hold on. Because he walked off. So now I get to I get to go off, King.
Yeah, go off.
Go off, King. So we're talking about the type of men for everyone that just tuned in to the podcast. So we talked about the boys. Then we talk about the city boys. That is the favorite because second favorite. Males is really who they be living with. But the city boy he has the 3 C's. He has charisma, he has conversation, and there is chemistry. He has the look, he has the swag. What's the word y'all use? 20 Riz.
The juice.
Riz.
I don't use Riz.
Hashtag Riz. I'm old and I know what that is. So Riz. So he has the Riz. He has the respect. Other women want him. So women are like, oh, I'm attracted to him. But he is only about the conquest. He is like a boy. And the reason boy is in his name is because he now can afford the fantasies of his adolescence. He pays for toys. He pays for Jordan. He plays basketball. He works out. He's going on trips. He's posting on the gram.
Type.
Of course, it's your type.
I like a guy that travels and all that.
No. The guy that travels, that is a man that is qualified for a relationship, is different than a city boy. A city boy is never going to commit.
Not my type. I take it back.
He's unable and unwilling to commit. Then you go to Guy. Guy is the worst. And let me tell you why Guy is the worst.
Why is Guy the worst?
Guy is the one that they know at the gym, at work, at Target, at Starbucks, that always opens their door, that is really nice. He's like that friend. If they were to ever do anything with him, they have to be drunk. They got to be drunk or high.
I know a few of those.
They know a few. Every lady knows 3 to 4 guys. And the guy is just hoping that the F boy or the city boy messes up one day and then they can get up in there.
That's sad.
That is very sad.
That
but
is
then it's the males. So the males I like to talk about.
Why?
Lord Jesus. Hallelujah. The males look like men. They sound like men. They talk like men. They act like men. They believe that they are men. They portray men, but they are not men.
I'm sorry. I felt that when he said that. Damn, I'm getting my drink. Cheers to that. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Go ahead.
So then,
Go ahead.
so
Go
the
ahead.
male,
Preacher?
I know.
the males. Hold on. The males on the couch. They drive your car. I'm gonna put gas in it. I'm gonna get your brakes fixed. I'm gonna change the windshield wipers. Baby, I'm one more meeting away from getting this deal done. I'm about to get this idea funded. Baby, I just need you to support me. I need you to encourage me. I know I'm down bad. I know I ain't making no money. Males.
Oh my God. He hit it.
Yeah,
Those are males.
He hit it.
And then, so when you as a woman, when you identify that you're with that group, and the reason there's 6 because men are 2 versions of the men. They're high value, but then you have traditional and modern. But when you realize that you're with a male, a guy, a city boy, or a boy, you recognize that you're not going to get the relationship outcome. Let me just tell you, for all the ladies listening, you spend your 20s and early 30s with those 4. And then when you get ready to, because your biological clock ticks, you start believing that the man that you meet is those 4. You start believing that you have a city boy when you don't.
Yeah.
That you have a male when you don't.
Yeah.
You have a guy when you don't. You have a boy when you don't. And then you start treating that man and punishing him for your past sins. So that's it. So you have to determine what type of woman you are so you know what type of man you qualify for.
Hell yeah.
That was good.
Hey, that book was
Cheers.
fire.
That was so good, man.
Hey, look. If y'all ain't got the first one, middle ground, go get it. Go get it.
We got
Replay
two.
that.
We got
Replay
2
that.
books. We
Yeah.
got 2 books.
Yeah,
But
just
we got
sit down
we got
and
2.
play it.
The second one. Did I miss that?
It's blue and gold.
You want to shout that out real quick?
Yeah, there are 2 books. So we have How to Get Great Dating Outcomes in a Modern World, Parts 1 and Part 2, both available on Amazon and our website, TMG Book Series. TMG Books is the publishing company, and we'll be releasing a number of books in the relationship dating space. Hopefully, we'll do the marriage space because I want y'all to get married.
Hell yeah.
Tired of y'all being single.
Me
Yeah.
too, man.
I mean, selfishly, if we look at the market reports, so
Can you do a marriage?
can I do a marriage?
Can you marry 2 people?
Yeah, could you marry 2
Can you marry
people,
2
technically?
Yeah, I can marry 2 people.
You're certified?
What is it, like
In
ordained?
Indiana.
Ordained.
I'm not ordained in Tennessee. I mean, but
Oh,
my
and
pastor
then
would probably see this and be like, "Oh, I can get you ordained."
Yeah. But you're in Indiana, you said?
In Indiana.
All right, bet.
Well, you ready to? You ready
I
to?
ain't get married in Indiana, though.
But are you ready to get married? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, not right now.
Oh,
Not right now.
okay. All right. The market wanted to
Soon.
know.
I still got time. I got to prepare myself soon.
Yeah.
Save up some bread. It's expensive nowadays.
It is.
Like,
You gotta,
No, it's not.
Well, no,
No, it's not.
you also got to figure out if that's your life partner.
how are you saying it's not?
Because you can go down to the courthouse.
Okay, never mind.
Paperwork, $68.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my parents got married at the courthouse like that.
My friend got married in October. I think she paid $55K.
What? Oh, that was her marriage?
That was
That
the
was
wedding.
the wedding.
The
Oh, the wedding.
Yeah. No, we
So-
talking about people that just
All right.
went and got
so,
married.
hold on. So for everyone listening.
Yeah.
So she just brought up marriage. So I am a proponent of marriage. So if anyone ever had that, he don't want people to get married. Yes, I do. I want men and women. I want y'all to get married. The reason is selfishly from a market standpoint. I need y'all to start buying houses and more cars and bigger cars.
Yeah.
And I need y'all to go to Target more and not buying pillows. And I need y'all starting to buy all the stuff for the kids. Car seats are more expensive. Daycare is more. But that's a selfish capitalist in me.
Yeah.
But from a wedding standpoint, a wedding is different from getting married. A wedding is a party for everyone else. A marriage is for you and that person God has for you.
Yeah.
So people always ask me, I'm like, what do you believe? I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
I believe in the death, the burial, the resurrection. I believe in marriage between one man, one woman. If you're not one man, one woman, and you want to get married, you want to be miserable like the rest of us, feel free. But that's what I believe. And if I think the best thing for society is more people being married and moving towards marriage with long-term legacy children as the end result, which is what I talk about in my book series, which is what I talk about on my podcast and on my...
I feel like people would be more, what's the word? I don't know. Huh?
Agreeable?
Not agreeable.
I don't know how
but
you can
just
go that
like,
word.
I feel like people would just be like, I don't know, more intelligent and safe, and there's a lot more common sense. Just because, I guess, with marriage and building a family and looking into the future comes with maturity, and the world lacks a lot of maturity.
We lack a lot of maturity, and it's one of the things I talk about in part 2 of the book. Why I brought up boys and city boys. They're just prolonged adolescence. So if anyone has ever talked to me, I say, men, 18 to 33, put your head down. Head down, build a high-value skill, grow that skill, get promoted once, twice, 3 times on your job, start your own company, then pick your head up and say, all right, I'm ready to be married. Not I'm ready to date, I'm ready to be married. Because at 33, ladies, sitting across a table from a man who spent 15 years developing a high-value skill is different than sitting across a table from a man who spent 15 years chasing women.
Aye. That was good too.
Completely different.
I feel like I'm at church. He's just preaching. You know when you go to
I'm a
church and
Christian.
so they
I've already
sometimes
told
say,
the market I'm a Christian. So when you sit across the table, ladies, from a man who's been building a high value skill and who has a company or who's a partner at his law firm or is a doctor or is an engineer or who's an educator.
But what are the questions that these females need to ask? Because there's a lot of guys, like King says, this generation's easy. They're good at lying. So how can a woman at a date figure out that this is the man that's been working on that
All right,
skill?
so I'm
for a
about to
long
drop
period of
something
time?
that's new for y'all. This is a new track.
Okay.
Masterpiece style from 1999.
Bet.
It's called Future Talk.
Future talk.
So what
On the-
I hear
on the first date.
What I hear happens. It's called Future Talk. The man is selling the future.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know
So
about
she
that.
has not yet known what type of man this is. We got the 4, we got 3 over here that she really wants, but she got the 4 over here that she's dealing with. And he's selling, yeah, baby, when we go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and marry you, but we gonna have 2-3 kids, but I just need to get some things together. Future talk. So the questions that a woman needs to ask any man on a date are really simple. First of all, throw away your list.
At least you know what you want.
Yeah.
But throw it away.
Throw away your list.
That list
Every lady that's listening, because y'all got a good fault. Throw away repeat after me. I'm going to throw away my list today.
I'm gonna go on my phone and delete it. Delete on my notes.
Here are the questions.
As we
She
speak.
said she ain't have it.
Here are the questions.
What are the
and so
questions?
for women,
I got it
and
right
I'm
here,
going
y'all.
and I'm going to do a
Delete.
specific group of women because this is the group of women that are kind of in their prime to make what I call a buying decision on a man. So 24 to 33. That's the prime what the people say in the red pill, that's the sexual marketplace value. That's the peak for women. So here's the first question. What's your 5-year plan? 5 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Especially when you make wrong decisions. What's your 5-year plan? If he starts fidgeting and starts lying and start, then you already know. You got something that's below the line of a man. The next question you're going to ask is, what is your plan, and do you plan on getting married? Do you want to be married?
Yeah.
Have you seen marriage? Do you want to see marriage? You have kids? When's the last time you saw your son or daughter? How often do you have your son or daughter? These are important questions. Tell me about your career. What do you love about your career?
Yeah.
What are the things that you don't love about your career? If you can wave a magic wand and change something today about your life, what would it be? Oh, you don't like your physical appearance? You don't like your body? Do you work out? You don't work out? How many times a week do you work out? These are important questions because I always want women specifically make a plan from 65 backwards because no one, Drake, wants to be 70 and alone.
Yeah.
So if you look at 65 and make a plan backwards, you're not going to go for the city boy. You're not going to settle for the male. You're going to make a line in the sand and say, I need a man. And men have plans. Men have plans for women. And women get on men's plans easily.
What do you mean by that?
That she just said, Antoinette.
Internet been saying for the last 5 minutes. So she was just she was in locked in.
But we all know.
Nah, but she was in locked in.
But we all know Antoinette just not gonna co-sign just to co-sign.
No, but she was just locked in on everything you saying because it was so intriguing.
Well, I thought he was almost gonna say what I was thinking. I tell people my love language is when your words align with your actions, and I felt like that's almost leading like kind of what he was saying because like. You know, guys could say, "I want to build a house. I want to do like I want to see you help. I want to see you do it."
But he's also
never
saying,
give you a time
but he's
frame or
also
nothing like
he's
that.
also saying that a man will guide you.
Yeah.
A man, like when he said, like have a plan for you, like
guys, it's simple. So what I believe to be true is that there is a divine order. It's God, man, and people don't like this. They get in the comments, so just get ready. Husband, I know, wife, children. When a woman meets a man that is ready to upgrade to a husband, she has no problem getting in line. And that is a modern woman, traditional woman, or a high-value woman. Females struggle with this. City girls struggle with this. Females just can't align their mind to say, I need to get on the program with this man. And then what I say for modern women, if anyone's read part 2, I say that modern women are the main group of women through research that move to high value status. They put down the modern ideology.
Wait. So you mean they're the like other? So you're saying that they're the easiest way to get to the high value women?
Yeah, traditional women have no interest in aligning with purpose.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Traditional women are only going to take care of house and kids.
Okay.
And the man.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything extra.
All right.
Modern women have the education. They've been strong and independent. They meet a man that's going to excel to high value, and they say, F this. I'm ready to let it go. And then they say, what do you need me to do to help you get locked into your purpose?
Yeah.
And high value women are more qualified for that than a traditional woman or a female because they actually have the relationships and they have the expertise. My wife is modern. She hates when I say that, but she is. But she's modern with a traditional twist.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm ready to be high value. I'm ready for you to do this.
That part.
I'm ready for you to make $20 million a year. And I'm like, I'm not an athlete. So that's what I like to say on that.
That's awesome.
But I think
hitting the nail on the head.
But I don't want to take over the thing. I take over the thing. I try to be better in 2024.
Yeah.
But for high value men, which every woman quote says she wants, you don't want that. They're less than 10% of the market. Let's say 5% of the market. High value men require a woman to be dialed into purpose. So a high value man will give up baseball games, recitals, family vacations to move everything forward for the legacy of the family. So when you start looking at the top 10% of families, just say in the U.S., that is actually what you see. You see the man out front, and you see the woman in the background taking care of things. The best public example of that I have is Denzel Washington. No one, his son is acting now.
Yeah.
His kids have all graduated from college, but his wife took care of the kids while he was overseas filming and taking care of things. She wasn't a traditional woman. She knew she had her education, she had her career, but she decided to take a step back so he could go out and win Oscars. And by him winning Oscars, he solidified the family's legacy. And that led to their son being able to go out to Morehouse, play football, and then come out and start in his own movies. He's in Tenet and other movies such as that. So,
And I think that's the first time I ever saw him was in Ballers as a football
Ballers,
player.
yeah.
oh, Ballers, he was good because
Ballers,
he was
he was
Tyreek
good.
Hill.
Yeah,
he was Tyreek
He was
Hill.
basically
I swear he was Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
He was basically Tyreek. And it was good.
That shit was crazy.
Man.
Why, in your opinion, can't a high value man and a high value woman click together?
Why can't they?
Yeah, like
A high value man and a high value woman will always click.
no, I'm talking like I guess then that's my like. So what do you call a woman who is like a breadwinner in a family?
A breadwinner in the family?
Yeah.
Automatically we draw the line and we say at the best that's going to be modern, but in reality it could be city.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. You know enough city girls that are they got a business, they make
Oh,
$1
yeah,
million
yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
Easy. In Nashville.
So
But I feel like they would still want somebody of higher value than themselves.
City girls don't want someone of a higher value. City girls want someone that they can control.
you're
That's
telling
true.
me $1 million woman
That's true.
is going to be considered a modern woman with a traditional man?
$1 million woman who is city. What? What's your question?
Not city. How come she can't be modern?
A modern woman that's $1 million. What? What's your
Like
question?
she's the breadwinner of the family, has a traditional man. Just
No.
or I guess like
No.
a guy that doesn't really
No.
Never
All the modern
be?
women that are watching, no. They're saying no.
No.
They would never be with the traditional man because a traditional man is never going to be with a modern woman making $1 million.
I guess, yeah.
Nah, that wouldn't even be.
Give me an example. I'll
That
take
wouldn't
an
even be a.
example.
You're right. You're right.
You're not
You're
saying-
right.
He's not
You're right,
meaning a
you're right.
traditional man.
I
You
mean
would
a
say
modern. I
more
mean a modern man. A modern man. A modern
like
man.
the guy, the male who would stay home.
Yeah, and take care of the
take care
family.
of the kids.
Okay.
And
So
Yeah.
now we're talking
Yeah.
about modern. So modern, by definition, for a modern woman, let's start there.
Yeah.
Hashtag Queens. It is really simple, 50-50.
That's it.
Everything starts with partnership at 50-50.
Yeah.
And then everything is a negotiation on what they're going to do and what they're going to tolerate. This is where you see the manifestation of the list. So a modern woman, by definition, can only start with a modern man. And a modern man is okay with the 50-50 partnership because he's modern. He has seen it with his mother and father. He has seen it with his father and his stepmother. And he is okay with the fact that she is, as I talk about in part 2, she's a boss, she's a baddie, or she's a diva. And I'm going to be okay with that because of all of the things that provides for her and which in turn provides for us. And modern relationships that are 50-50 are all for the whole. If it's 50-50 and it's not for the whole, it's not a modern relationship. It's a narcissistic trap.
Really?
I'll call it a tesseract. There you go. I just said it. Tesseract. Hashtag tesseract. Yeah.
How?
Because if it's, let's say I'm a modern man and I make $350 a year, and she's a modern woman and she makes $150. A $350 a year modern man, if he's making it all about him, that is narcissism.
That's true. That is true. Okay.
So let's switch the genders. So let's say it's a woman and she's 350 and she's making it all about her needs, what she wants, what she will or will not do. That is narcissism. And that relationship will not work. That is where we see the modern relationship between modern man and modern woman failing. When one believes that what they do and what they provide is more important than the whole. Not the other, the whole.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So in a situation where the one that's making less is demanding more, what would that be called? Like if in your situation, let's say the man was making $350 and the woman was making $150, but she was demanding more out of the man, and the man
Like what?
I was
Like-
gonna say that.
like want him to be home more, spend more time with her.
That's not narcissism.
No.
That's not narcissism.
I know, but like if he's the breadwinner, right? and he has to be out doing his thing, trying to be a high value man. If that's his okay, so he's cool with just being modern then.
Be modern.
All right, well then
don't do what they do on the internet. Don't start moving.
Okay.
people along.
Yeah. You're right.
He's modern.
All right, I got a question.
All right.
Do y'all believe that the breadwinner has more power in the relationship?
No. No.
How come?
No.
If the breadwinner pays all of the bills or take cares of the family or this or that, they're the main person taking initiative. They don't have.
Are we talking about modern or are we talking about traditional?
That's tough because then I feel like that's all it's all perspective at
It's
that
not
point.
perspective. There's an equation here.
What if somebody flips from modern to traditional in a second because of a situation?
No one flips from modern to traditional.
They always flip back.
They stay modern or they move to high value.
All right. What about a relationship where the guy is the breadwinner, the woman never had to work, but now the woman has to work, but the guy is still making more?
Why does she have to work?
They need more.
Yeah.
So they're traditional. She didn't have to work, and now she has to work. There's going to be some resentment in the relationship.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
She never planned on working.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be resentment, but could that never work?
No, it'll work, especially if they got 4 kids.
Would that be traditional
if
or
they,
modern?
what if they don't got 4 kids?
What do they got?
Just
Two-
one.
2 dogs?
Just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Do you
No.
know someone?
Would
like
that
this?
would that be would
They're
that be
talking like they
traditional?
got
No.
yeah.
No, we're
Guys,
just would that be traditional or modern?
It's all hypothetical.
No.
Would
A
that be
traditional.
It's all
He got
hypothetical.
scenarios. Like, tell me.
I like this. This is fun.
Yeah.
They do this every time I talk to them.
Okay.
So
No names.
Okay.
It's just
hold
hypothetical.
on.
No
All right.
names.
So hypothetical.
Yeah.
We gotta make
Let
sure
me
we
be
know.
clear. Let me be clear to the internet and to the audience. So
And throw out some hypotheticals too. If you try to help some people.
a traditional relationship, a traditional man, 100% is locked into what I call the 4 Ps, and those 4 Ps are his job. Let me talk about the 4 Ps in a second. And the woman says, since you're locked into those 4 Ps, I am going to take care of you, our household, our children, and you don't have to worry about that. I am not making a sacrifice on what I want from a lifestyle, but I do not want a highfalutin, bougie lifestyle. So people always ask me, they talk about the 4 Ps. What are the 4 Ps? The first, it's really easy. The audience can say it with me.
Yeah.
So the first is going to be provision. A traditional man is going to take care of the finances for the household. He's going to make 120, 130, 230, 330, 530 because that is what is required. We see traditional men in blue collar jobs, but we also see them in the service industry and doctors. Their wife stays at home. Notice the word I use. They're getting married. So then wife stays home. She has 1, 2, 3 kids. 4 kids is a stretch in 2024 as of this recording. So that's the first P. And then we have protection. She has to feel safe and secure physically
That's a big one.
and emotionally. She has to feel like when I go out into the streets, no one's going to mess with me or mess with us or mess with our children. You have to be willing to die. This is scriptural because as Christian husbands and as men, we are called to love our wives as Christ has loved the church. Christ died for the church. We have to be willing to put our life and ourself and our emotions on the line for our family. People don't like that. That's when they hang up. That's when they come off the thing. So we got provision, we got protection. The third P is going to be priesthood. People think priesthood is religious ideology. It's not. It's the moral center for the household. So husband says, I want us to believe in this, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, whatever it is, or this is what I believe from an intellectual standpoint. He puts that into practice in his own life, and wife, make sure the kids follow that ideology.
Okay.
So that would be the priesthood. And then the final is the biggest one is profession. A woman traditionally has to know that her man has professed to the world, I am his choice. And this is an example of when we talk about Christ with the bridegroom, where I am presenting myself without a spot or a blemish. And so when we look at that, it has to be public and it has to be personal. So publicly in 2024, as of this record, it has to be on social media.
So it's almost like a wedding and stuff like that is what you're
A wedding
supposed
could be
to
part
say.
of it. A wedding is part of it, but it's a small part of it. People have to know.
Yeah.
Your work, your friends, your family, your people you work out with, the people you play basketball with, they all got to know that I'm in a relationship with this woman and I've chosen her.
Yeah.
And then privately, she has to feel secure in that choice as it's related to that. That is a traditional relationship. Traditional women are not looking to move out of that. They're looking to stay under the 4 Ps, and they're looking to provide the long-term growth of their family. When a man who is traditional wants to move to high value, that's when you see problems.
Well, now hold up. Now,
say that one more time. When a guy from traditional wants to move to high value, that's when you see problems. Okay.
Now, you said 120.
He's on the money after all of that?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm on the money after all that.
He said...
Now, you said it starts at 120. Because, no, this is everything he described in the traditional man, I 100% believe in.
Yeah.
But...
And a lot of other guys probably believe in that too.
One of the first things he said was you start at 120. So that makes me wonder if a guy doesn't make 120 or not even up to 100K. Let's say a man's making 60K a year. Mm-hmm. He can't be traditional.
That's not what I said.
He just gave an example.
I gave an example.
That was just an example.
Yeah,
it's a guy that like takes care of his family,
well, because I can see a traditional man with all the qualities. I can see a traditional man with all the qualities, and that is a traditional man.
No, but
when I heard 120, I was like, "What? Is this an example?" Or
I feel like if you live down in Kentucky and that was your like means of living.
All right, so that goes back to what I was saying. Let's say that traditional man again, he was taking care of everything, but. They're living in a expensive city like New York or LA, and she needs to get that job to help with the money. It goes back to what I was saying before.
Let me go back and address the first piece.
Uh-huh.
Because you said if a guy's not making 120, he can't be traditional.
No, I was asking that. I didn't know you were saying that was an example.
There are plenty of people in this market, Nashville metropolitan, Middle Tennessee, that are making less than 60, that have 4 kids and a wife, and she does not work.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know that.
In school.
I was asking that question because I didn't know
if
that was what you were saying.
It typically works regardless of race, regardless of age. It works. So you're saying someone's in New York and he's making 60,000 MTA. He works for MTA. He works. He works on the train track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this man makes 60 to 65. His wife of 2 kids. Rent is high in New York. They can no longer live in the basement of their mom's house because of some reason. She goes to work. They can still be traditional. She's not going to expect to work long. I talk about that in part 2 of the book. If she got to work past 6 months, 12 months, she's going to have a problem. And he knows that because he knows his woman.
Yeah.
Would a modern man want more?
Would a modern man want more than 60?
No, more for that family, that situation. Like I want to like. Would a modern man want to get his family out of that basement and be like, all right, well, hey, we got to do something. We got to shake this up. That way we can actually move into a house, like in the burbs or something. No, that's same. That's same.
Traditional man is in the basement of mom's house and comfortable.
That's what I was saying.
And his wife is happy with it.
Would that be a modern man who would want more?
So a modern man wouldn't be in the basement.
Okay.
He would go get his own place. And he would work 2-3 jobs.
Okay.
He would probably Uber and DoorDash, and he would do whatever it needs to take on the weekends to make sure that there's more money on the table for his family. Because once you get, again, folks, once you get past the line and you go to men are the ones that qualify for the long-term relationship success. The rest of the group is out there struggling, and they're supposed to be lessons for everybody.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. He answered my question.
There we go. You're invested.
I'm always invested. This stuff is great.
I know.
Look, I needed this 3 years ago.
I was surprised about your P's. Your P's are crazy on point though.
Yeah.
I would say some people, when you say priesthood, some people will, for the people that don't have a religion and stuff like that, they may not agree. Obviously,
it's not might. They won't agree.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, man, that's on point. Cause like, I feel like even from my family standpoint, my parents been together 42 plus years. My dad was Baptist. My mom was Catholic. And so they were like, how in the world that work?
Easy.
And they just kind of like met in the middle if they didn't want to like dominate each other, and they just became non-denominational. It's still Christian. They still believe in the Bible.
Yeah.
They still do their thing. It's just, but my mom didn't separate us and just teach us Catholic, or my dad didn't separate us and teach us like Baptist behavior. It's just we were all the same religion under the same house.
I have to say though, I know so many people that don't believe in like anything or don't even like just care. I'm not gonna lie, for years I stopped going to church and stuff because like I have my reasons, but I started going again recently because I wanted to do it for me and just have a better relationship with God and stuff. And I obviously made it a little more known because like I know so many people that go to Zeal and stuff, you know what I mean? And then I would talk to people like, you know, Sundays at Tin Roof right after church or something. I don't know, a lot of people do that. But
I do it.
I of course you do. But I would go and people would be like, "Hey, where were you? Like, where'd you go for brunch?" I'm like, "Oh, I just got back from church." And like people just, I don't know, something about it these days. Like when I like now that I go more and talk about it, people don't care really anymore, and it's kind of weird to me.
Nah, they don't.
No, they don't.
They don't.
And it's kind of weird. Like I never was against it. I just didn't want to go anymore for reasons. But
Yeah.
A lot of those people were forced to go to church, and then
Yeah.
once they got into adulthood,
Yeah.
they just did whatever they want, and their
Yeah.
Sundays became like when I moved back, my Sundays became lazy days. And
Yeah.
then, like I said, I've been back in the spirit, back
Yeah.
and gonna go in church and everything, and finding
that's why I like my 11 a.m. service. I
Yeah.
love my 11 a.m. service. I'm like, I don't gotta get up at 8. I can get up at 10:30.
I ain't gonna lie, I love the 9:30, 8.
The 11
Yeah.
a.m. you can still go to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all don't do the club anymore, but back in the day,
back in the day.
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
2001, we would be at the club till 2, sleep, and then that noon
Yeah.
service in Indianapolis. Pastor Johnson, I'm sorry if you see this, but boy, we would be in there like, yeah, man, we had a good time. Let's praise the Lord.
Yeah, nah. See, I like brunch, so I
Me
like
too.
the
I'm a big
9:30.
brunch
I like the
girl.
9:30, 8 o'clock.
Brunch in Nashville is
Yeah,
like
it's so expensive.
$68 with
Yeah.
tips.
Where are you going?
No. You got to find your spots,
I don't.
brother.
I mean,
Yeah, where are you going?
where am I not? Where should I be going?
Yeah, where
Is the
should
better
he?
quiz.
Yeah, where should people be going in
Sonny's.
Nashville?
So I don't like the food
I
100%.
don't like Sonny's drinks or food.
I like they drink.
It's all sugary.
15. I don't give a. I love sugar.
Okay, hold on.
No.
I love sugar. Hook me up with
Where
the
are the
sugary
places I
orange
should
juice.
go? You're saying is sugar a place?
No.
No,
it's
I'm
not
just
a place.
saying
Not a place.
Sonny's
Not a place.
drinks, it feels like it doesn't feel, it tastes like you're drinking just straight sugar.
They
Like,
probably are. Sugar,
and you're
water
paying
with
those
some
cheap
food coloring.
deals, but you're like getting 90% punch or something, like
You
that much
still
Tito's.
got the bottle of champagne,
Where's
so
Sonny's?
you could pour it at your
Where's
leisure.
Oh, God. It's in
Germantown.
Germantown.
They bottle of
Yeah,
champagne,
Germantown.
So
15.
Van Elrod's,
Van
Germantown,
Elrod's, okay.
Germantown Cafe, because my wife and I, we lived there. We
Yeah.
lived in Germantown for a year and we loved it.
I love Germantown.
Sonoma, is that still a thing?
Cinema?
Cinema?
No.
Yeah.
Sonoma.
Sonoma?
I feel like Sonoma is a thing. I feel like I've heard
I
of
know
that
you're
place.
talking about. I haven't been there for breakfast.
Okay, so we've been there for brunch and stuff. So, nah, we ain't doing that. That's far.
Yeah, I don't really go to places with
Wilson
like
County,
happy
that's
hour
far.
drinks for brunch. I don't like champagne.
I love champagne.
gives me a headache.
It's the
Boy.
best drunk. It's the
Boy.
best drunk.
I'm starting to realize that champagne's my kryptonite, boy.
Yep.
'Cause I've never
Yep.
come off. I got patience.
Whoa!
No, let me rephrase that.
Where's the assistant?
Hey, look,
I need producer.
I feel like
I know.
I feel like I've
I'm
never
getting at that
had
point.
I've never had
I
a
can pour some
bounce
of mine
back.
yours.
I've never good bounce back off a bottle of
He's like, no, he
champagne
took
or
his cup
whatever.
real quick.
Nah, champagne.
Like my next day is gonna be
Champagne.
trash.
Champagne is that day drunk. I mean, for
And
me.
then you go to bed at 2.
And you go to bed. Okay, so let me
Yep.
just. So I'm
Yep.
old. If the audience can
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
2 p.m.
That's
Like,
it, max.
5.
No, I'm going to bed maybe
five.
2,
Boy.
1:30.
Yeah.
all right,
No.
okay, let me give y'all a real example. So 9 a.m. service, 9:45
Yep,
service.
yep, I'm cool with that.
You get home, kids down. All right, baby, let's go out to brunch. We go out to brunch and we do bottomless mimosas.
Love
we
it.
sleep till about 6. It's not. I can't do champagne in anything anymore.
I can't.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
can't.
It
I
makes me
can't.
tired. It gives me headaches. And most places that do the happy hours, they give you $8 champagne bottles. That's
Nah,
why
I'm
it's
good.
unlimited mimosas.
Love it.
The service industry
We talked
needs
about
yelling.
elevate at the beginning.
Yelling.
Hallelujah.
What does it
Elevate.
mean? What does it mean?
I'm just saying, it's so cheap, and that's
Yeah.
why it's
Look,
like
I'm-
that.
I don't get drunk the same no more on liquor like I used
2
to.
drinks. I'm feeling myself off this.
Nah, see, I can go out and get some.
That Tennessee.
Whatever that Tennessee whiskey is,
Tennessee
that's
whiskey
good.
get you good.
Not good.
Boy.
But no, it's like I'll go to the bar and now I get like the feeling when I drink like liquor. Yeah, I'll be a little goofy and everything, but like that's really champagne, AJ. has the most fun.
Champagne Poppy.
Champagne
Poppy.
has the
Champagne.
most fun. Boy, I'm talking about everything is funny. We about to have a good time. Where we going? I'm dancing to whatever
gosh.
music. My best drinking days after college was champagne drunk.
No.
I was
No.
never a champagne girl.
Nah,
Never.
Stateside when I
I'm
used
not
to hit
gonna
the
lie, yeah.
when
yeah.
I used to hit the stateside brunches all the time. Oh my! What was that? Was that pre-pandemic? That was pre-pandemic, wasn't it? Pre-pandemic, I was hitting stateside brunches. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I hit 10 roof right up, be drunk as a skunk.
Yeah.
Drunk as a skunk.
It's 1, 2 in the afternoon.
That's what I'm
leaning.
saying.
I'm oh my God, boy! I still got a whole day ahead of me.
Yeah.
No.
2 years ago, I had my birthday at Stateside because, you know, the DJ and stuff. I had a whole 80s thing. That's like when I did the 80s theme. I was hammered by 12. I think maybe 11. But in my defense, I had espresso martinis. I had Prosecco. I had the whole list, not just champagne. And I got to Tin Roof hammered. I gave the bartender, like, I think a gift card, and he kept saying, this doesn't work. I'm like, you're lying. It works. I have money. And
Oh, yeah.
the
That's
Champagne drunk.
Champagne
Passing
drunk.
out
and then
gift
I
cards.
get
for
a little
paying
argumented.
tax.
And I'm like, you know, KO coaching. He's like, and he's trying to be nice about it. I'm like, oh, all good. Yeah, here's my car, man. I'm sorry. But I was hammered. Even my one friend left me at 12 because she got too drunk. So sometimes you don't even make it past 1. So you're a strong warrior.
So hold on. Y'all telling me that I have a business opportunity.
You have a business opportunity with me for sure.
Boy.
Because my thing, see, when I was younger, I used to want to get, fucked up. Now in my older days, I don't get fucked
You're
up
not
all
old.
the time.
You're not
Yeah.
Not older. I ain't say older days.
You're old.
I'm in my 30s now.
No, you're young.
I know,
baby.
but I'm not. Stop it. Stop. I've been hearing that for 10 fucking years. Like I've been hearing that for 10 years.
The hangovers are so much
But-
different at this age.
It's just now it's like, okay, I don't really get drunk like that. Like I don't know if it's maybe I've been drinking so much that my time is good.
You were drunk.
Yeah, I was drunk, but I don't get
You don't do
like
that no more?
Well, no.
Praise the Lord.
No, that was a more controlled drunk.
Yeah.
Champagne drunk.
Well, I haven't seen you champagne drunk.
Yeah, you haven't seen me champagne drunk. I turns up.
All the way up.
I'm
But
not
see,
gonna
like that
lie,
right there,
AJ.
I can't even do a bottle of champagne no
That's
more,
what I'm
boy.
saying. I can't.
But see, sometimes I miss having that don't give a fuck fun. I'm just gonna get drunk and just free my inhibitions.
And get the ibuprofens ready when I get home.
And whenever I want to feel,
Meloxicam, the strong ibuprofen.
whenever I want to feel like
Me
that,
on my 800.
whenever it's a
800.
celebration, whenever I know, oh yeah, we celebrating today, champagne. Hit me
AJ,
with
I'm not gonna
champagne.
lie to you, man. Every time I see you, you look like you're living your best life. I think I haven't seen you humble and like almost since I met you.
I
Don't
try.
gas him up, Antoinette.
Yeah, don't
him
gas
up.
me up. Don't gas me up. My life ain't the greatest, but with my past experiences, you gotta try to live your best life. You gotta go out there and take every opportunity you can to have as much fun as you can. At least for me, that's my personal view. My mom was really big into wanting to do a lot of things, wanting to see a lot of things, but she was hindered by her family and the fact that we didn't really have the finances to do a lot of things as a family or for her to experience a lot of things. And her dying in her 40s, that was just a wake-up call for me.
Live
like,
your best life.
do whatever you can as fast as you can and live it up, man.
Yeah.
It's just, you don't know when you're gonna go. So
Exactly.
I want people people to have a party when I leave. I want everybody to remember me as that fun guy that
AJ, the
always
champagne boy.
that always
Champagne
lifted that always, yeah. I want to be the one that always lifted everybody's spirits when I walked up in the room. I want to be that guy.
Thank God AJ showed up. This was a whack party. I was about to leave, but I'm going to stay a little extra. Let me see what he going to do.
I'm gonna be a lit grandfather. I'm a or uncle. I'm telling you, I've seen some of my great uncles, and there was one that I aspired to be, and I remember seeing him on a cruise ship at 2 a.m, drunk, chilling on the lawn chair, just watching the night sky, looking at his great nephews flirt with girls.
I got an aunt like that.
I'm telling you, man, those
telling you.
type of moments change your life. I finally got to say is that you, nephew? My nephew brought somebody, and he brought it home, this girl. I was like, oh, That you? He's so proud. You got that grin.
I'm an only child. I'll never be able to say that.
AJ though, I feel you. I got an aunt like that. She's like hot at her age and she's fun. And when she like even goes out, she doesn't care. She'll party with young men, but obviously not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I love her energy. I don't want to be that Karen in the corner. Like, okay, Carol, are we leaving yet? Drinking my Budweiser. Like I don't want to be that old bitch. Like I want to strive to be happy, having fun. You know?
Yeah.
Like I don't want people guessing my age at her age. You know?
And I don't care what nobody saying. I'm not gonna stop traveling. I'm gonna be 80 years old on them cruise ships.
Yeah, me too. The packages. Don't forget the liquor packages.
I'm a what? Hey, don't worry about don't worry about me. I'm about to be living on that junk.
Podcast that went from Jesus
I know
to the liquor package.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be 80 on the liquor package.
Jesus did change that water to wine.
Yep. I'll bless that.
People be forgetting that.
People forget that Mary said, "Do whatever he says do," and the two servants in the back started to pour.
Jesus did not mind the party. He just didn't want you taking it too far.
He didn't take it too far. And then the host said, okay, we made a mistake. Usually we send out the best wine first, but this wine, this vintage, this Jesus vintage right here is the best wine. And that's where you get the term in the church, best wine. I brought it back to church.
And let's be real, y'all. Jesus wasn't going to be touching.
Well, you remember that show where he's like, this shit right here, man? Come on, you know the one with the green outfit?
I know.
That's what it made me think of, like with that wine.
It was a Cat Williams skit.
Yeah.
Which skit?
The one,
I don't know.
It's on Netflix.
Premiere.
Anyway,
Oh, it was one of his 12 specials?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on a run.
He's on a run. I mean, he got 100 cities again. We were going to go, but we out of town, so.
Dang.
I saw his last special, and I felt like I heard half the jokes, and then the other jokes, I was just like, dang.
Did y'all see the did y'all see the SNL skit?
No, I need to watch that after
There's an SNL skit?
The SNL did a skit.
A whole Shannon and Cat Williams skit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a shit. Come on now, Cat. How you gonna say that?
I gotta watch that.
They tore them up.
I gotta watch that.
It's too many Gretas. It's a Greta Thunberg or Greta Goodwich. They need the Greta job. And then they looked at the screen. I was just like, oh, they tearing it up.
Yeah, they did a great job.
And then every time, if you pay attention when you watch it, audience, the glass for the whiskey and cognac gets bigger. It gets bigger. And by the time at the end, Cat Williams is just pouring it over himself. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I gotta check that out.
Hey, well, we've reached our time limit. Do y'all have any last? I know, man.
I don't want to go.
I know.
I don't know anything.
Any last words for the audience or anything like that, Antoinette?
Anything you want to send off with?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I didn't know what I was walking into.
Yeah.
But I swear, I asked them, I'm like, what? And they're just like, oh, we're going up. We're going to go do it. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But let me just say, this man just like put everything I'm thinking into words.
Praise the Lord.
Amen. Like, I'm going to show my friends this and be like,
go get them books.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what else to say, y'all. Stop paying for your therapy. Like, he said it. He said what I'm thinking.
Everybody's reading books a lot more nowadays.
Yeah.
So
And it's on Kindle.
Yeah.
if
you got
listen to the
iPad
audiobook.
too.
the audiobook.
I got iPad.
And hold on.
Hey,
I want to take her shine. She has more time, so she can reclaim her time.
Yeah.
I do voices
Yeah.
in the book.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't just read.
No.
Because I'm cheap.
No.
I pretend I'm broke.
I'm telling you. Look, when I listened to this audiobook, I thought I was getting the monotone audiobook that you just hear for a lot of other people's book. When I heard this man's voice, it was such a relief. And then when he started quoting like females, he lifted up his arm. He was like, "Now, why would guys want to do that?"
Man, now
in
that
an audiobook, and I'm dying laughing at my desk.
Now that I met him, I don't think I could take that seriously. I would just have to read it peacefully, like.
Oh, you gotta do it.
The audiobook
you can do both.
Yeah.
You can buy the book.
Yeah.
Get the physical copy and download the audio.
Come on,
the audio is
man.
like 98 cents on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's $3 on my website. But go back. She has to reclaim her time.
Yeah. Any other things?
That's all I had to say. Yeah.
Hey, no last messages for the guys out there.
Maybe y'all should get this book too.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like, whatever y'all do in the Tin Roof session on Sundays, it ain't working for you. It ain't working for you, buddy. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
For all my homies, the family, hey.
If you wonder why life is moving in a circle,
Yeah. Hey, look, I be telling my people, I'm tired of going to Tin Roof, man. It's like going to a family reunion. I see the same people every week, man. But you're right, man. It ain't working. If you ain't got a new girl, I ain't seen y'all with this. I ain't seen y'all with no new girl or nothing.
If y'all 33 going to Tin Roof and stuff, get his book.
The book.
You know.
Listen, I know I look
obviously
young.
you got a girl. I'm not saying the Taken guys. I'm saying the guys like, hey man, what shoes? You know, like that type of shit.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're going to Tin Roof playing your boys every Sunday religiously, get his book.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, and I know I look young. I'm old. I'm really old.
He young, y'all.
No, I'm
Young.
not. I'm old.
He's seasoned.
I've
Seasoned.
seen
He's
it
seasoned.
all. I've seen enough, and I know what the outcome's gonna be. So please buy the book. Part 1, Part 2 available on Amazon.
But yeah.
Also,
I
CMG book
don't really
series.
promote a lot of books, and when I read that first one, I was like, damn.
I wish I would have read that before I came here. I probably would have way more stuff to say.
We can do Part 2.
Yeah, no, that's all
We
good.
can do Part 2 of this interview.
Thank you for coming on, Antoinette. It was
course.
awesome to have your
Of
presence.
course.
Glenn, man, it's
oh, yeah.
always a pleasure to have you on,
Always a
man.
pleasure.
Listen,
Thank you.
We can bring you back with a guy.
Yeah.
We can try and see if we can get a male or a guy up in
He
this
pitched.
motherfucker.
He pitched an idea. I'm not 100% on board because I know his reaction, the guy's reactions and stuff like that.
What?
Nah, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk
after.
about it out later. We'll talk about it later. No, we'll tease that.
No.
That may be coming to the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, nah.
I think it should be okay. Hear me out though.
Here
before
we
cut things
go.
out. All the options, what he said, like different ones. You guys don't tell them like how you basically did me.
Yeah, no.
Don't tell them.
Yeah.
But if you know like how they are, like how he is, bring them here and then do that, and then they'll be like, wait, what? And they can't lie or anything.
call
They're
me a
right on
fuckboy?
camera.
You trying to throw hands?
Yeah, man, call me a city boy. Call me a city boy. That's the last time I'm buying you a White Walker. Like,
Call
you
me
know?
fuckboy one more
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Fuck boy.
No.
Start a fight on the pod.
Yeah. Can I be there for that
They
one?
fighting on their podcast.
Nah, man. Like I said, man, the 4 Ps, the new stuff you even brought on this podcast was so informative, so on point, man. It was just a pleasure to listen to you, man, as
Yeah.
usual.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah. Keep
I ain't
Yeah.
even gassing you up because if this is something that I don't agree with, man, I'm not for it. But like,
Yes, I know that about
you spoke a lot of stuff that made sense.
I'm happy we shared a couch.
You backed. Hey, I'm glad you backed it up with facts, man. I listened to your books. It sounded like you were bringing me a lot of analytical stuff.
we love work cited.
Yeah, man. Just it lets people know that you did your research. You put in the hours, and
Not just talking.
No, you're not just some guy that's just in his fields at home and just had a pen and paper and a computer and Word document in hand.
No.
You were actually putting the time, the research that people
Thank
didn't
you.
want to do, and it shows, man. So,
Thank you.
man. Appreciate you coming on, for real.
Appreciate you guys having me. Appreciate your audience.
Well, everybody, thank y'all for rocking with us.
Yeah.
Peace, love, and blessings. Please like and subscribe.
Bye.
Neighbors knocking.
Yeah. Signing off. Thanks. Hey, yeah.